I used to wear bras like this, and now I wear bras like this. Hey everyone, I'm Donna and you're watching Wanted Adventure Living Abroad. Last year I made a video, how my clothes have changed in Germany, and in that video I mentioned that the kind of bras I wear has changed too. Specifically, I said, in the US, or at least in South Florida, I grew up feeling like everything in the world around me, TV, ads, billboards, and so much more, it was always telling me, it was screaming in my face, bigger boobs are better. And so in Florida, I wore a lot of push-up bras, and they gave me that look that I wanted, or the look that I felt like I was being told I needed to have. But they were so uncomfortable. And not right away, but after living in Germany for a little while, I grew to feel more comfortable about not wearing push-up bras. The whole, your boobs have to be as big as possible sentiment didn't seem to be pushed in my face so much from all angles here in Germany. At least to me, it felt like in Germany, it was more like, you are who you are. Big boobs, small boobs, whatever, you are who you are, and that's okay. At least that's the feeling that I've gotten here in Germany. And in today's video, I'd like to go a little bit more into that. Okay, so when I first moved to Germany, I wore push-up bras and padded bras a lot. Then at some point, I started more frequently rotating in some bras that weren't push-up bras. They were way less padded, but they still had underwire and forming design. And then around 2 or 3 years ago, I began finding myself starting to wear even those less padded underwire bras less and less often, opting instead for what is for me personally a much more comfortable option, bras like this. And when I say much more comfortable, I guess what I mean is that they are much less uncomfortable. Here is a photo of my shoulder after wearing a push-up bra for just a few hours. Ouch. And here is a photo of my shoulder after wearing one of the newer kind of bras that I have been wearing all day long. Wearing push-up bras, I spend the whole time with the straps digging into my shoulders, pulling on my body. But so, if push-up bras are so physically uncomfortable to me, why did I ever start wearing them in the first place? Well, as I mentioned in the clip from the other video, I grew up basically feeling like the message, bigger breasts are better, and that it was important for me to strive for bigger breasts. I felt like it was being pushed at me from all angles. So I guess it's not really so much of a surprise that it didn't take long for me to start trying to embody that sentiment that I had internalized. And I even, at times, I started to feel somewhat self-conscious, insecure, like I was not enough with the natural size of my breasts. I can remember starting to wear padded bras as young as 14 years old. I basically went from not really wearing a bra at all to then after that very quickly starting to wear padded bras. And I was so aware of the bigger breasts are the ideal message that I was getting that I can even remember wearing a padded bra under my sports bra when I was in gym class at age 14. Now, that's not to say that at age 14, I started wearing padded bras and that was it. I wore push-up bras every single day for like the next 10 years or something like that. No, depending on the outfit, what I was doing, what I was feeling, it varied, but push-up bras were a staple of my wardrobe, and there were definitely many times in those years that I can look back on now and remember that wearing a push-up bra made me feel more confident, more secure, bolder, And not wearing a push-up bra, I can recall, did sometimes make me feel insecure. I was sometimes feeling nervous to go out without that push-up bra on, not feeling confident or good enough with my breasts as they were. And I'm not really sure exactly what the tipping point was. I don't know exactly what led to my shift from padded bras to barely a bra and really more like a cropped undershirt than a bra at all. As I mentioned in the other video, living in Germany, I did come to feel more comfortable with my breasts as they are compared to South Florida. Living here in Germany, I feel like there are a lot of little and big things that have added up to make me feel more comfortable with my breasts as they are. But I think another part of it was that I got tired of having at least some of my self-confidence wrapped up in what bra I was wearing. I got sick of that feeling that I had sometimes that I had to wear a push-up bra to feel good about myself or to feel confident in the world. If I wanted to wear one, that was fine, but I didn't like feeling like I needed to wear one in order to feel confident in myself or worry that other people wouldn't like me as much or they would judge me or something like that if I didn't wear a particular kind of bra and make my breasts look a particular kind of way. And when I started the Living Abroad series on this YouTube channel 4 years ago, I was still wearing push-up bras on a pretty regular basis, and I wore them for many of the videos at the beginning, even though the way I sat in a chair back then for the videos, the kind of chair that I was sitting in and how I was sitting to film the videos with the tight, restrictive push-up bra on, I found sometimes made it hard for me to talk. Like I found it sometimes hard for me to really catch a full breath, bring in a full breath of air and say those long sentences when they were several, one right after the other. And I can remember as soon as the video was done, I was usually really happy to get out of the push-up bra and be able to breathe freely again and talk freely again. Having trouble breathing just so that my breasts would look bigger because I felt insecure to go on camera without the push-up bra. I felt insecure to go on camera with my breasts just as they were. And I think I finally realized that. And at some point I was like, no, that doesn't seem right to me. I don't want that. And so overnight, I got rid of all of my padded and underwire bras, and I had total confidence all of a sudden to wear only bras, that looked like this, and I never looked back. No. First of all, I still have lots of padded and non-padded underwire bras, and I still do wear them sometimes. Fellow bra wearers out there watching this, I think you know what I'm talking about when I say that some shirts and some dresses just need a particular kind of bra to make them work. Different clothes need different bras. And sometimes I still want to wear a push-up bra or whatever other kind of bra to achieve a certain kind of look that I'm going for. And of course, that's totally fine. I don't have to pick one or the other, that I can only wear this or that. No, I think I'm just trying to get to a point where I feel like I'm making the choice for me and not for anyone else out there. So my question for you is, what's been your experience with clothing and self-confidence? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen. Want to watch another video? Here are two. And a really, really, really big thank you so much to our patrons on Patreon who help make these videos possible. Thank you so much for your support.